Good morning. Welcome to Superior Sunrise. For 25 years, Superior Livestock Auction has been marketing cattle for people to people. Superior Livestock Auction, America's leader in livestock marketing. And now, here's Kadee Coffman.
Good morning and welcome to Superior Sunrise, live from the historic stockyards in Fort Worth, Texas. Today, I'll bring you the latest news in the livestock industry, interesting market news, and we'll preview what we have to offer today in the auction. Coming up, our friends at Pfizer Animal Health are helping high school seniors in a big way. Superior Livestock awarded 2 great scholarships this year, and the dog days of summer, they're here. And in Fort Worth, we've seen 100 degrees or higher for 2 straight weeks. We'll learn more about Superior's partnership with the Red Angus Association, and we'll have 2 very special interviews with Superior Livestock representatives, Corky, Eckert, and Ronnie McNutt. Later, Ralph Wade and I will close Sunrise with today's cattle preview, and it's all coming up right here on Sunrise. Stay with us.
SelectVac, a recognized branded preconditioning program helping to ensure that high-value, healthy calves are delivered to your buyers. SelectVac includes programs for weaned calves, calves-on cows, and calves from various locations. Vaccinate your calves with trusted brand name vaccines like Bovishield Gold 5, Cattle Master, One Shot, and Dectomax, and reap the benefit of improved calf health and productivity. To take advantage of the power, safety, and efficiency of SelectVac, call Superior Livestock at 800-422-2117.
Every morning, the Chicago Mercantile Group releases their daily livestock report discussing anything from the cattle market to the corn markets for today. Recently, they touched on the severe drought which a majority of the southern states are going throughout the country. The numbers are not only shocking, but some that haven't been seen in decades. There are 16 states, as you can see on the map, that are in shades of red and orange, which signifies severe drought. More importantly, these states represent almost 47% of the nation's beef herd. That's more than 14 million head of beef cows. As we stay optimistic, so are many of the southern cow-calf producers, knowing that this can't go on forever. So if you want to do a rain dance, we're all doing one down here. I can certainly tell you that. Now, with summer comes fun summer camps for students across the country. Our friends at Pfizer Animal Health have teamed up with Purdue University and their Camp for Future Veterinarians. The Purdue University Senior Boiler Vet Camp is a week-long interactive educational program that lets many students experience real-life veterinarian medicine. Pfizer Animal Health is contributing $50,000 to this program, one of the country's most respected colleges of veterinary medicine. The donation is a component of Pfizer Animal Health's platform, which is a commitment to veterinarians of the future. Now, Superior Livestock is committed to marketing load lots of cattle for cattlemen across the country. Now, along with incentive programs such as our Pfizer SelectVac or NHTC, Superior also offers Superior Progressive Genetics. As you can see on the screen now, SPG identifies load lots of cattle that are sired entirely by top genetics. Buyers and sellers will be able to see this by the SPG logo being branded on the screen while the cattle sell. In addition, it also gives seed stock producers national recognition by having their ranch logo on the screen. This is a great value-added program that demands buyers' attention when load lots of cattle sell on Superior Livestock. It also allows the seed stock producers to aid his customers when they market their calves. To learn more about Superior Progressive Genetics, you can call us here in the Fort Worth office anytime. Contact Jason Barber at 800-422-2117. All of us here from Superior Livestock would like to congratulate Caitlin Sarlo of Babcock Ranches in the Sunshine State of Florida. She wrote an essay on her opinion of the following question. As generations pass down the cattle industry, advancement in technology continues to soar. Soon, your generation will be leading the beef industry, and what direction will you take it? Her parents are Arnie and Dana Sarlo, and I can say they're pretty proud parents of her accomplishment. Her father serves as the ranch manager of Babcock Ranches and has been selling the Superior Way for 12 years. Caitlin plans to attend the University of Florida and major in animal science. Also, our other scholarship winner is Evan Murray, who won the Buddy Jeffers Memorial Scholarship. Evan is the grandson of Superior Livestock Representative Dr. Ed Murray. Evan is 18 years old and graduated from Nazareth High School of Nazareth, Texas. Throughout high school, Evan participated in football, baseball, basketball, golf, and tennis. He plans to attend Wayland Baptist University on an academic scholarship, play baseball, and major in biology. His career goal is to become an animal veterinarian and follow in his grandfather's footsteps. When I was visiting with Evan about winning the scholarship, he candidly said, "I found out I won the scholarship on my 18th birthday, and I can say it was a really good day." So congratulations to both of you from all of us here at Superior Livestock on your accomplishment. Now, our other friend and longtime customer, Kit Farrow of Farrow Cattle Company, recently wrote on an interesting topic, the dog days of summer. These days are the hottest, muggiest days of the season, and for the northern parts of the country, this usually comes during July and mid-August. And even right now, the Central Plains and areas like eastern Colorado are also experiencing these tough days. Daytime highs reach anywhere from 100 to 108 degrees. But just where did the term dog days come from? Well, Kit Farrow looked into that for us, and during the ancient times, people from different parts of the world would draw images in the sky by connecting the dots of stars. Those so-called star pictures are now constellations. They saw images of bears, twins, a bull, and others, which included dogs. In the summer, the dog star rises and sets with the sun, and the ancients believed the heat from the dog star would add heat to the sun, creating a stretch of pretty hot weather. Now, the Red Angus Association has been teaming up with Superior Livestock Auction and our summer auction season for many years, and this season is no different.
I'm Clint Berry, Commercial Marketing Director with the Red Angus Association of America, and we're proud to sponsor what has grown into the nation's largest offering of quality feeder cattle, yearlings, and replacement females. Each year, hundreds of ranchers market their cattle through Superior, which has established a tradition of discovering value throughout the summer. Red Angus is proud to be the primary genetic supplier for so many of the ranchers marketing on Superior. We know from the bulls they purchase that their calves have the genetics to deliver improved conversion, shortening the number of days on feed, while delivering high quality grades and improved yields. Watch for the calves sired by Red Angus bulls throughout the sale, and see the demand from cattle feeders all across the U.S. Pay special attention to the cattle enrolled in the Red Angus Feeder Calf Certification Program. These Red Angus sired cattle wear the FCCP yellow tag, verifying age, source, and genetics. The FCCP yellow tag allows Red Angus sired cattle access to additional premiums at harvest by qualifying for premium product lines in each of the major packers, as well as a lucrative export market. The FCCP is the beef industry's most experienced and best valued USDA verified genetic, source, and age program. For more than 17 years, the yellow tag has been delivering premiums for both Red Angus bull customers and the feed yards who buy their calves, all for just the cost of the tag. Only 99 cents, no enrollment fees, and no hidden charges. Simple, convenient, effective. That's the Red Angus FCCP. Red Angus would like to thank the crew at Superior Livestock and all of the dedicated reps that work with producers across the country. But most of all, we'd like to thank the ranchers and cattle feeders who make this event possible. We hope you'll join us in the coming weeks as Red Angus proudly sponsors Superior's Video Royale from Winnemucca, Nevada, and the Bighorn Classic from Sheridan, Wyoming. This is just another example of Red Angus's commitment to our bull customers in providing added value options and increased marketing access. For more information, visit us at redangus.org, and we thank you for marketing your cattle the Superior way.
Superior Livestock's annual Video Royale Cattle Auction in Winnemucca, Nevada is coming to RFD-TV. More than 200,000 head of the finest calves, yearlings, and bred stock will be offered from some of the best ranches in the West. To get your bidder number, call 800-422-2117 or click to superiorlivestock.com. Come join us in Winnemucca, Nevada, where buyers, producers, and friends gather as Superior Livestock brings the Western States cattle market to you.
Horn flies irritate cattle and can negatively affect the profit of your beef operation. Financial losses include decreased weight gains, feed efficiency, and milk yields. For as little as 3 to 5 cents per head per day, Alticid IGR is a feed-through that goes to work in cattle manure where horn flies lay their eggs. Alticid IGR prevents horn fly larvae from developing into breeding, biting adults. Help keep your cattle peaceful, profitable, and horn fly free with Alticid IGR in your supplement program. To learn more, call your feed dealer today.
Let's face it, you don't think a lot about your trailer hitch. You use it and forget it. We understand. But at B&W, we think about it. Short nights, the long hauls, the never-ending chores, the unthinkable. We think about it all, so you don't have to. B&W.
Superior Livestock has more than 350 representatives nationwide, and it's easy to credit all of them for Superior being the leader in offering load lots of cattle nationwide. But back in 1987, when Superior was founded, you could count the number of reps on one hand, and one of those was Mr. Corky Eckert. I'm sitting here with one of our longtime, not only friend of Superior Livestock, but one of our best representatives, and you've been around this auction for quite some time. It's Corky Eckert from Mason, Texas. Corky, first tell us a little bit about when you first started here at Superior and what this place looked like.
The first sale that we had in the Exchange building here, Paul had the smallest office across the hall, and had a little desk there, had a phone on his desk, and had a little box of a table some kind for another phone that Ronnie McNutt and I helped man. And not that it was all that busy, but we were there, and had a few buyers in the back of the little room office there. So we started with the 2 phones, and it's grown to this world now. So it's been a good ride for all of us.
My goodness. Would you have ever thought in 1987 that you'd be coming here in 2011 with 30 phones, 2 phone banks, and a filled room?
Well, no way. I don't think any of us had that kind of a dream, even Buddy and Jim at that time. So it's been a real fun ride, and business-wise, it's opened up a new world for marketing people too. So it's been quite an experience for me and for the marketing industry, I think, the way Superior has developed.
Oh my goodness. Talk about your territory for Superior Livestock and maybe the cattle market really in your territory.
Well, my hometown is a little small town in the hill country of Texas. And so I've been in the livestock auction business, started in 1956, and then when Superior came on the scene, well, they called me to start as a rep. And so I've sort of been from Mason, Texas to Uvalde, Texas to Wichita Falls, maybe out to Roswell and Capitan, New Mexico, and back to Fort Stockton and back to Mason, Texas. And but one little story in here, when Jim and Buddy visited with me about joining as a rep, several years prior to that, well, I was in the auction business for a good many years and knew Jim and Buddy personally, so they called me about being a rep. And then during that visit, well, Jim reminded me that a time or two that I had been a judge on the World Auctioneers Championship contest, and I didn't make him champion, and he let me know that I didn't make him champion. But anyway, he's champion now and has been for a long while.
Wow. Well, you are, like I said, not new to Superior. I like to call you the father of all the reps, and you have more wisdom than all of them down there on that phone bank.
I just have years, not the wisdom.
Well, talk to us just a little bit about. I understand you have a business partner also. Is that right?
Well, Jane, Miss Jane, is she's known to this business world, and she's been a great part of a lot of alarm clocks that we reps have to get up and. I have, quite often I have traveled 150, 200 miles to get to a delivery. And a lot of us do. So anyway, we have quite a few alarms, and on a lot of the trips when I'm out for 2 or 3 or 4 days, well, she goes with me on most of those. And she drives, and I'm on the phone or doing my paperwork. And so it's been it's a team, and we've both loved and had fun.
Yeah. Well, Corky, you've been here for so long. What is Superior? What does it mean to you to be a part of this family, and what has it done for you?
Well, it's been great for myself, my family, and it's been rewarding personally and financially, like a lot of the reps. And it's opened up a new world for us, market-wise, as well as making friends. Some of these phone friends, I've never seen the lady or the husband, but we know each other by the voice and phone conversations. And then it's been a real opener for the livestock industry nationwide. You know, a lot of the small towns, USA, would never have had the exposure. Their cattle would not have had the exposure. And therefore, the ranchers wouldn't have had the market that we have today had it not been for Buddy and Jim, and then John came on and developing Superior Livestock. That's world recognized.
Well, Corky, thank you so much for visiting with us today and everything that you do for Superior Livestock and being around from the start. We just all love you so much.
Well, thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Thanks, Corky.
Bye.
Hey guys, Bad Boy's done it again. Me, MTV by Bad Boy Mowers.
It's performance with Bad Boy. And this on-the-fly 4x4 all-new gas-powered off-road rocket is making a splash. With trail-absorbing suspension and 4-wheel hydraulic brakes, this 28-horse liquid-cooled direct-drive MTV was designed by pros but will take you anywhere. All for just $74.95.
That's the MTV by Bad Boy Mowers. Ride with an attitude.
Try it for 60 days, and let's see the difference it'll make in your animal.
When you have an all-in-one feed, it makes all the difference in the world.
It's been a very good product for us.
My chickens are really great layers, and I think that's because of how I feed them. They look more complete, they fill out really well.
You get exceptional gain, you get exceptional growth.
It does make a difference that we can see, day in and day out.
Take the 60-day challenge and save up to $55 on Purina feed. Sign up at purinadifference.com.
Looking for an auction to consign your cattle? Well, our summer auction season is in full swing as we're packing our bags and heading to Winnemucca, Nevada.
Superior Livestock summer season is in full swing as we get ready for the month of July. The annual Superior Livestock Video Royale will be held live from Winnemucca, Nevada. July 25th through the 29th, Superior will offer the finest calves and yearlings from some of the best ranches in the West. August 15th through the 19th, Superior Livestock will head to the Holiday Inn Hotel in Sheridan, Wyoming. If you're looking for top genetics from reputable ranches, this auction is for you. Lastly, our 32nd annual Labor Day auction will be coming to RFD-TV live from Denver, Colorado, September 7th through the 9th. Be sure to cool off with us and tune in to see some of the greatest genetics offered from across the country. To get more information on our Superior Livestock Auction summer season, call us today at 800-422-2117 or visit us online at superiorlivestock.com.
Here with me now is Ronnie McNutt. He's been a Superior Livestock Auction representative since the beginning. But before we talk about you, we need to talk about a little bit of a change that we have in Winnemucca. We're going to be having our auction instead of Monday through Friday. We're going to be coming live from Winnemucca, Nevada, Tuesday through Friday. And it's going to be really long days. But we're going to start 6 a.m. Pacific, I think.
Right. Well, we're used to that. We're used to long days in Superior Livestock. They make up for it with short does later on, though.
Yeah, good. So make a change for all you folks out at home that are going to be wanting to bid when we're in Winnemucca. It is now Tuesday through Friday. But now all about you. You've been here at Superior Livestock, just like Corky we saw earlier, from the start.
Yeah, I came in summer of '87, and then I've been here, of course, since ever since, and I've seen it go from 2,000 to, 365,000 in 5 days, or 6 days. So I've been here a good while. Now, I first came to the stockyards in 1969. I worked for Texas Livestock Marketing. We had a commission company and an order buying company, and then when we closed that, I moved to Saginaw. We had an order buying company out there. And then I moved back to the stockyards probably in the middle 70s. And opened an order buying company. And then the last thing before I came with Superior, Pete Bonds and I had a commodity office here in the stockyards. So I've been around these old halls a long time.
When you were coming through here way back then, there were still cattle in the back still being shuffled through, is that right?
Oh yeah, we had an auction with like 6 different commission companies, just like an old stockyards, back in the 60s. So it was quite a bit of activity around here.
When you saw Superior Livestock come through in 1987 and you came over, what were your initial thoughts of video auction?
Well, I was kind of like a lot of these guys. I thought I'll try it and see, but I don't know about this. I said people are going to want to see these cattle. But, you've heard the story about the first time we had 10,000 cattle on the sale. I thought, how in the world are we going to sell 10,000 cattle in one day? There's no way. But we did. And now 10,000 head wouldn't be 2 hours, so it's really changed.
Like you said, when you came back to Saginaw in this area, talk to us about your territory and what you cover for Superior.
Kadee, I live in Weatherford, or 10 miles west of Weatherford, and I try to stay, within a 100-mile radius of Weatherford. If you get too much further out than that, it's economically, unfeasible to try to rep cattle. Now, I've got customers that go further than that, but that's one customer. We don't have protected territories. We've got protected customers. So wherever you have a customer, that's where you're able to go. But you got to still stay pretty close to home. I mean, you can't just be way off. It's not feasible.
Let's talk about the heat that we're seeing here in the last couple weeks. I had a story just a little bit earlier about the dog days, and I mean, we're really seeing that here. What are your thoughts on that, and how long has it been since you've seen weather like this down here?
Well, I've never seen weather like this. I mean, my son worked for the NOAA administration in Boulder, Colorado, and I went to a drought assessment program last Thursday in Austin, and this is the hottest, driest it's been on record. So we've not seen drought and heat like this, for an extended period like this. So, we just have to start early and get through early before it gets too hot. I had a delivery yesterday in Henrietta, and those cowboys gathering those cows were in the backside of the pasture before daylight. It was dark, and they started, and we were through weighing cattle, 5 loads of cattle with about 400 head by 9 o'clock. So you just got to get out and do it early, before it gets too hot, because, they go to lunch, and after that, they're done.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you for visiting with me this morning on Sunrise, and we thank you for everything that you do and how you've just been coming through these doors for 30 years. It's truly incredible. So thank you, Ronnie. And Sunrise will be right back after this.
The Superior Fall Family Horse Auction is coming to RFD-TV Saturday, November 5th, live from the historic stockyards in Fort Worth, Texas. If you have a great ranch or using horse, or even a nice rope or performance horse that you'd like to consign, call Superior Productions today at 800-431-4452 or visit us online at superiorlive.com.
Well, now it's time for today's cattle preview, and with me, like always, is world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade from Chickasha, Oklahoma. Thanks for being here this morning.
Oh, it's great to be here, Katie. Another warm day in Texas and over a lot of other country, too.
How about that? Well, before we get to the cattle preview and what we're going to be offering today, there was one quick note I wanted to add. The Oklahoma Cattlemen's Convention is coming up just right around the corner, and I'm sure you're pretty familiar with that. It's July 28th through the 30th in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Have you been there?
Yes, I have. I've been to their convention before with the booth and have been there for a number of times. Going to miss this year, missed last year because we're in Winnemucca, Nevada with our big RAAA sale out there. But we'll have our people there. We'll have our booth there. But you'll get to see a lot of good cattlemen out of the Oklahoma area as well as surrounding areas. It's a great convention.
Yeah, I was looking at the schedule, and they have 12 just extremely notable speakers going to be there. It's going to be incredible. So mark your calendars, folks. You should be there.
Education at its best. There'll be a lot of good education about health products and value-added programs and what's going on in the cattle industry, and it'll be a great convention. So if you can make it, you want to be there.
Great. Well, really quick, let's go over what we're offering today in the auction, just real quick.
Well, Katie, we got a little over 33,000 cattle in the auction today. A little light on Holstein cattle. I think we only have one lot of the Holsteins, which we'll start the sale off with, and we'll go right out of that into our feeder steers, and our feeder steers from down in this area, and then move across the United States up into the northern country and sell those. And also the heifers will follow them, and then we'll go into our wean calf division, selling wean calves, whether they be home-raised or calves that have been on a pre-con value-added program for the buyers. And then we go right into the calves right off the cow, and then we'll wind up the sale at the end of the day with our bred stock. So a lot of cattle that's coming in, especially our bred stock, because of the drier weather and that. And I think it's a great opportunity if you've got feed, got some program that you can utilize these cattle. A lot of condition on a lot of these cattle out of the drought area.
Great. Well, like you said, we do have an auction today. In just a few short weeks, we're going to be in Winnemucca, Nevada, selling a lot more.
A lot of cattle. You've had a great sale out there always, so if you need to consign your cattle for our next sale, that's the one they would be on.
Great. Well, we want to thank all of you so much this morning for joining us and Ralph on Sunrise. I want to especially thank Maverick Western Wear right here in the stockyards for always giving me a great outfit and awesome jewelry. You can find more great stuff from them at MaverickWesternwear.com. We'll be back in just a few short weeks, like we said, as we come live from our Video Royale week-long auction in Winnemucca, Nevada. We'll bring you the latest news in the livestock industry, interview more Superior Livestock representatives, and we'll preview the cattle that will be offered each and every day that week. Now we're just minutes away from today's auction, but before we sell that first lot, please remove cover and stand for the plan.